Hi everyone and welcome to StudioJake. I of course am your host Jacob Airy. Thank you for joining me on my vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture from anime to television to film to celebrity news and so much more. Be sure to like this video, share it out, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, and also subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscriptions. I'm well over 800, so every click of that sub button helps me out tremendously. Thank you so much. Alright, so a lot of drama is happening with Disney right now. I didn't comment. I briefly commented on this in my video about Bob Iger, but it just got so delicious. So it's so fun watching this. So as I mentioned in my video about Bob Iger, there was this set or a leaked photo of the set on Snow White, which is no longer Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, by the way, because Peter Dinklage got jealous that he wasn't cast in the movie. He threw a hissy fit, and now we can't have that anymore. So now they're magical creatures. But anyway, um, the set photo showed the actress playing Snow White, and then the actors, or I should say celebrities, portraying the seven magical creatures. And only one is played by a dwarf. All the others, of course, are race swapped and a few are gender swapped because we can't have it where, it's represents, the fairy tale that Snow White came from, right? We have to insert political correctness and woke ideology into all these films. There will be no Prince Charming in this film because Snow White is a whammon who don't need no man. Anyway, and also really Gal Gadot as the evil stepmother who's concerned about Snow White surpassing her. Please. Anyway, so when the photo was leaked, one of the things that after my vidcast went out was Disney had claimed that the photo was fake. It wasn't real. It was photoshopped. Well, now they're backtracking from that a lot. And they're now admitting that the photo is real, which is a huge embarrassment for them. So, this is according to Fox News. Disney backtracks claim that photos of new politically correct Snow White movie were fake. Disney backtracked on the claim that photos showing Snow White's new accomplices, previously called the Seven Dwarfs, were fake, and what a news outlet said was a misunderstanding on its correction notice. The Daily Mail published a story Friday showing an inside look into Disney's live-action production for the classic film. The outlet accused Disney of adapting the film's iconic characters into magical creatures to be politically correct. I'm doing that because that's in the article, the air quotes. There was some weirdo a few weeks ago who went nuts because I'd used air quotes, so I'm just clarifying. The Daily Piece reported how conservatives were upset about the photos from the movie, but a Disney spokesperson told them the photos were fake. Disney said it was seeking a correction and disputed the authenticity of the images. The photos are fake and not from our production. We are currently trying to have the Daily Mail issue a correction, a Disney spokesperson told the Daily Beast. Why would you tell the Daily Beast to talk to them at all? They're totally irrelevant. However, Disney walked back their previous statement, verifying the photos were from their production but weren't official. Editor's note: the story has been updated to reflect that. The studio later says the photos were from the production but were not official photos. Disney said it changed the dwarves to avoid reinforcing stereotypes from the original animated film. In a statement to Hollywood Reporter, we are taking a different approach with these seven characters and have been consulting with members of the dwarfism community. Okay, first of all, the characters in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, they weren't humans with dwarfism, which is obviously a very real medical condition. They were magical dwarves similar to Gimli from Lord of the Rings. They were a whole other race. There was no stereotypes. And Disney should be really embarrassed that they caved to the politically correct social media mob over this. Disney shared in January 2022 that the seven dwarves would be referred to as magical creatures to avoid reinforcing stereotypes after criticism of the original depictions by Game of Thrones actor Peter Dinklage, who has dwarfism. Oh, golly. Peter Dinklage was just jealous he didn't get cast in the film, despite his very successful film and video game career and television career. But no, he's jealous because Disney didn't cast him. That's all this boils down to. It's got nothing to do with how stereotypes were shown in the original animated film, which is a genuine classic of animated cinema. It's just a fact. Anyway, in regards to Disney, they should really be embarrassed by this. Their writers and actors are on strike. They brought Bob Iger back, who set Disney on this path of consistent box office failures, and now this. Listen, I don't care if the photo is unofficial or fake, or, well, I do care if it's fake. I should backtrack on that. I do care if it's fake, but it doesn't matter if it's unofficial. It looks terrible. It looks ridiculous, and it just shows how the mighty Disney Corporation has fallen, where before they cared about good storytelling, magical adventures, now they care about caving to a mob that doesn't even watch their movies. And this is proven by the box office returns. If there were all of these modern audience members who care so much about social justice and change and flowers and sunshine and rainbows and communism, the theaters would be packed. But they're not. They're not. All Disney has done is alienated their old fan base, which was loyal and consistent, and they have done nothing to win them back. It's going to take a lot of goodwill to get anyone back in those seats. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up, that you'll leave me a comment, tell me what you think, that you'll share it out with your friends, and of course, consider subscribing to StudioJake. I cover all kinds of nerd and pop culture topics, including film, television, anime, comic books, and so much more. I hope that you'll also head over to my main website, StudioJakeMedia.com, where I have even more news, views, and commentary. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, head over to my locals page. That's studiojakemedia.locals.com. It's the best way to support me. I'm trying to build a little community there. I have exclusive reviews and articles, so definitely head over there and check it out. And I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake.